Good morning, Twin Flame, Twin Souls, Soulmates, Fated Connections. This is Brainy Twin Gemini for January the 8th, 2020. First and foremost, I want to thank you all so much for the love, the likes, the subs, the comments, the sense of community on the channel. It really does warm my heart, and I love you all so, so much. As many of you know, I have a gift, and this gift is meant to be given back to you. I'm a messenger on this journey, and I get signs and syncs every single day, and I believe these signs and syncs are messages that I need to deliver to you. I wasn't actually going to do a video today, but I wake up early. I guess it's just my habit, and I work from home on Wednesdays, but I had a really strange dream last night. And when I woke up this morning, I was just sitting there and I was trying to digest all the downloads that I receive at night. And I had a dream about my dog. His name was Ozzy. And in my dream, he was very happy. I won't get into much detail about my dog. But when I was sitting there absorbing everything this morning, something came over me, and it was specifically what's going on in Australia right now. And hopefully I don't get emotional and I don't start crying. There are some devastating fires right now going on in Australia, and many, I think they said 500 million animals have perished in these fires. I'm trying to keep it together here, folks. So what I'm asking for all of you today specifically is, in this journey, we all know what manifestation is and manifesting out into the universe. And what I will ask, if you're watching this today, please manifest rain for Australia and days of rain, so that these forest fires can extinguish and these animals will stop perishing. There's some of these animals that are on the brink of extinction. And, all I could hear this morning was animals screaming. So please, please manifest rain today. And hopefully with that higher vibration, we can get this rain and we can get these forest fires extinguished to save the population of the animals. As you all know, I love my animals. So I'm asking each of you just to put that power of manifestation out there for rain for Australia, so that these animals are not on the brink of extinction or becoming extinct. So just a really, really important message today. I just felt this urge to say this morning. Maybe my dog was trying to tell me. I have no idea. This stuff just comes to me. And, I'm considering starting a GoFundMe page under BTG, and absolutely no obligation to, donate. But I would love nothing more than from the viewers and the subs of this channel to do something profound for these animals, because it's our job to protect the animals of the planet. And I just feel very, very strongly about this. Sorry, I'm getting emotional. So I'm gonna get started. I'm gonna go over the syncs and the signs in the last 24 hours, what I've seen, and I believe these are messages that are meant to be delivered to you. So I saw the number 777, 1010, 1111, 1212, 111, 444. As you can see, there's a sequence there: 10, 10, 11, 11, 12, 12, and 111. It's just, I don't look for this. I work in finance, and it just seems when I glance at my phone or I glance at the screen, these numbers kind of jump out at me. I've been seeing 77 and 7 a lot lately, and I keep forgetting to jot it down, and I don't normally see 777. So I'm not sure what that means, so I'm going to look it up, and maybe I'll post it on my community wall, because I feel like that's something very significant, because I've been seeing it, but I just, for whatever reason, I've been forgetting to jot it down. I saw doves, and I've been seeing the hawks, and I want to go over those in a little bit of greater detail. Oh, and I saw a blue jay as well. It flew past my car and just kind of flew into the trees. So you all know what hawk spirit means, but I want to go over the blue jay a little bit more. And it says it's about spiritual growth and the energy centers of the head. It may become activated due to the increase of new spiritual knowledge. And as I've been saying for the last several days, I feel like the third eye and the crown chakra is opening up. So that blue jay is just, a symbol or a sign to say that, for many of you in this collective group, this is what's happening. The key attributes are adaptability, advantage, assertiveness, clarity, communication, curiosity, determination, energy, faithfulness, fortitude, intelligence, rebirth, resurrection, and vibrancy. So yesterday in my video, I said rebirth and resurrection. And when that blue jay flew past my car, it is just basically saying that these are the signs and the things. I can't cheat this stuff. It comes to me every single day. So that blue jay, very significant of the rebirth and the resurrection, just confirmation of that. And then the doves, I see pretty much almost every single day. There's 2 across the road that I see every single day, and they come and greet me every day. And that primarily means ascension, communication, devotion, gentleness, grace, holiness, hopefulness, love, maternal, messenger, mothering, peace, promise, prophecy, purification, and sacrifice. And in the last, I'd say, 24 hours, there's been a huge shift in the energy. I feel a sense of peace, and I feel a sense of solitude today, and I feel a sense of balance. Whatever happened in the last 24 hours, there's been a huge shift, and maybe it's because the divine feminine energy is truly starting to let go and move on. And when you let go and move on, you start restoring that balance within yourself. As I've said, this journey is about having that healthy balance of divine feminine and divine masculine energy within. And when you're refusing to let go, you're actually running from yourself, and you're putting yourself into dominant masculine energy, if that makes any sense. Again, I'm divinely guided. This stuff comes to me as it's meant to come. But there has been a huge shift, and I feel like there is this inner peace and this harmony and balance, and it's all good things. So for those of you that are doing, the work, great job. You guys are phenomenal. And, I love you all so much. And I can't, I'm so appreciative of the support that you provide each other. And, it is absolutely phenomenal. And you should all give yourself a pat on the back, because how you support each other is just so heartwarming. And yeah, I'm just a messenger here. So I just deliver the messages, and I'm absolutely guided to give you these messages. So I'm going to get started here. What I primarily do is I do 4 cards, 4 being my birth number, and I guess that's what my guides have told me to do. And I usually do what's kind of in the DM's energy as of now. What does a DM want to say to the DF? If the DM could say anything, again, just energy, absolute energy, just depends on where you are in the journey. I usually, when I go through, the video, I say he, but it doesn't necessarily mean he. Masculine energy is generally he. But it just depends on where you are in the journey. If the divine masculine could say anything to the divine feminine, what would they say? And what's the overall outcome as of now? We only live in the now. We don't live in the past, and we don't live in the present. I do feel also too, I want to mention this, if it doesn't come out in the cards, I feel like, there has been some karmic clearing, and there has been some soul searching, and, some of you have been really, really looking at your life and looking at things that haven't been serving you, and, maybe putting a plan into action on how you're going to extinguish some of this toxicity in your life. Again, if it resonates, great. If it doesn't, pack it away. Just please do not disrupt the energy or the vibe of the channel, because it's all good vibes. It's all good energy. I'm always welcome to your feedback. Send me an email. My email's always in the description of the video. Gladly welcome it. Again, thank you so much for all of your emails. I have not updated my out of office yet. I do offer coaching and readings. Again, this is not free. This is my time. I work full time, and I value my self-worth. So I can't do it for free, unfortunately. If I could, I would, but I just can't, because I need to prioritize. And this is a gift. And if I will never tell you if you're on the journey. I will never tell you the outcome of your journey. I will tell you what you need to do, what is happening as of now, and maybe what you need to do in order to clear the blocks, and learn the lessons, and just help and guide you, because sometimes you get stuck and you just don't know where you are in the journey. And I can help you evolve, right? At the end of the day, it's about getting to the higher sense of yourself. and raising the frequency of the world. And when you evolve through the journey, you will know what I'm talking about, but I can help you get there. So send me an email. I'll try to get to fixing my out of office today. Again, I do work. So I'm going to get started here. And I'm going to call out to my guardian angels and ask the guardian angels for guidance. These are backwards, some of these cards. I don't. If they are, they're meant to be the way they're meant to be. What's kind of going through the DM's headspace as of now. And again, these cards always resonate with my journal. And they can't be cheated. They fall the way they're meant to fall. The messages are delivered the way they're meant to be delivered. Is this 4 cards? No. I feel like I need to shuffle these cards again. I'm going to call out to my guardian angels for 4 cards, please. Okay, there's 4 cards here. Absolutely crazy. This is so insane. Okay, like these cards never cease to amaze me. Divine Feminine. So this Divine Masculine knows that you're the Divine Feminine. These messages come out in varying ways and varying forms. Yesterday was a sacred union. The day before it was a sacred union. I think this is a reminder to you, Divine Feminines, that this Divine Masculine knows what you are in this journey. He absolutely knows that you're the Divine Feminine. You are that Divine Feminine to him. They know that this is a twin soul journey. They know that you're eternal love. They absolutely know. And that's what is in their energy space as of now. They absolutely know what this is. Truth. I've got the Truth card here. Many, 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 many things coming from this Truth card. When you endeavored on this journey, it was always say it's a roller coaster ride of emotions. It's fast, it's furious, it's intense. And the truth doesn't always come out. Primarily because when you meet, the connection is instant. It's love at first sight. And you both have this sense of pride, and you don't want to tell each other the truth of how you feel towards one another. Some of you may have spoken the truth. Some of you may have told your divine counterpart that you've loved them, but that was never reciprocated. But what I can say is the truth is coming out. And also too, some of you, not all, again, what resonates, what doesn't. Some of you were protected. This connection there was like a complete protection, a complete shield around the Divine Feminine. And you didn't always know the truth. The life was, kind of kept hidden and away from the Divine Feminine. Didn't have anything to do with the fact that they weren't proud of you. They were protecting you because you're a princess, a goddess, and a queen to them. And they were protecting you from their life. And it's not being, it's not lying, it's just protecting. So those truths are going to come out. The truths of everything are coming. When I woke up this morning, I felt, like I said, this liberation, this peace, this harmony. And it's because of the letting go of the karmics and learning the lessons. And for those of you who have done it, you're very, very close. You're close. You're extremely, extremely close. And those truths are coming. And the Divine Masculine energy is working up that courage to come to you with the truth of how they feel. It's all in divine time. Everybody, goes through the journey as they're meant to evolve on the journey. It's all about timing. It's all about the plan. It's all about, the divine and when they think you're ready to evolve. But truths are coming. And I receive emails, and even, you see the comments on the wall, there are truths coming. There was a specific comment, I can't recall, but I think it was yesterday or the day before, where the Divine Masculine came to the Divine Feminine and told the truth of his feelings. So this is happening for this collective group. And if it's not happening, it just means you have some blockages, some things you have to clear, and some lessons you have to learn. Absolutely love it. Love it so much. Creative side. um, this divine masculine is tapping into his creative side, and he or she, specifically energy, they're doing, that creative side in them has been kind of buried down deep inside, and they've lost, they had lost their creativity. But when they met you, you opened them up, and they are being creative again. I see, a camera here. There could be photographers, there could be writers, there could be musicians, there could be, anything, communication, all sorts of things. These, both of you are, I'm going to say the divine masculine and the divine feminines in this collective group. You're very, very creative, and you're tapping into that creativity. And this divine masculine is absolutely tuning into his creativity. Absolutely love it so much. Going within, again, this card came out yesterday. You saw me shuffle these cards many times because I was told to do it. They're going within. They've gone deep within, and they've killed that monster. They've cleared that karmic. They've done the work that they need to do, and that primarily means you have to go deep within. You have to go deep within the inner depths of what is in your soul. And they have gone within, and they are doing the work, and they are ascending into their higher sense of themselves. Love it so much. So that's kind of where they're at right now in their head space and in their heart space. My card fell out, sorry. It fell out of the deck. So I'm going to go, if they could say anything to you right now, what would they say to you? And again, I'm going to be doing this series. I'm going to be writing everything down tonight. Hopefully it'll be out by Friday. But it is going to be about the separation, why the separation, how to overcome the separation, and, remove whatever blocks and whatnot. So that'll be part 2 of the series. I'm going to call out to my guardian angels for 4 messages, please. Guardian angels, 4 cards, please. They're just spewing out today. And whoever said my laugh is contagious, thank you so much. That's so cute. 2, 3, 4. I can't believe this. Okay. I have the forgiveness card here. Everything I wrote down in my journal. Forgiveness. This journey is about unconditional forgiveness. One thing I'm resonating with this card today is you have to give the unconditional forgiveness. When you embark on this journey, there's some things that happen on this journey that that they do seem unexcusable. The ghosting, the lack of communication, all of these sorts of things. One thing I can say is that this is not, these are not intentional. The divine masculine or the divine feminine, purely just strictly energy here. The separation is necessary in order to do the work. You're separated by the divine because there's things that you need to do. But we all have to get to that place of unconditional forgiveness. And not only unconditional forgiveness for your divine masculine, but unconditional forgiveness for, some of the karmic cycles that you've completed. It could be family, it could be friends. But you have to get to a state of unconditional forgiveness and unconditional love, right? Just because you end those karmic cycles, you don't need to be bitter. You need to be better. And just have a heart of unconditional forgiveness. And that's what the divine masculine energy wants to say to you. Forgive. Sometimes I read the comments, sometimes I get the emails, and, certain people say, well, F him, I'm done. That's not a state of unconditional forgiveness or unconditional love. So if you have that, if you have that attitude, then, you won't evolve forward. Moving on is moving on with your life, but still having that love in your heart. So you have to get to that unconditional forgiveness, and that's what they're asking. We have the 3D world here. A couple of things with this card. We live in the 3D world. We don't live in the 5D. We live in the 3D. And, you know, it's unfortunate that we can't live in the 5D world, because the 5D world is such a beautiful place to be. But we live in the 3D world. And we have to behave in a way in the 3D world as we would in the 5D world. And that's a state of unconditional love and unconditional forgiveness. What I'm resonating with the 3D card right now is for many of you, you know, as I've been saying, communication in the fall, commitment in the winter, and for those of you who are doing the work, if you're in separation, you're going to come together in the 3D world in physical unity when it's meant to happen in divine time. But just remember, we live in the 3D world. And when you're in the 3D world, try to live a life of unconditional love and unconditional forgiveness. It's hard because your ego always wants to win. There's always people coming in to interfere in the connection, and your ego automatically wants to fight, right? So just try and stay controlled in the 3D world, as difficult as it may be. Just try and stay in that unconditional love and unconditional forgiveness, and try and keep that ego subdued, and not want to fight. It's instinctive. You always want to protect, and protect your connection in the 3D world as well. It's a sacred journey. It's a sacred connection. So the best thing to do is keep it sacred to you, and keep it close to your heart, and be careful who you trust and who you tell in the 3D world. This interference comes in specifically as tests to see if you can overcome the interference and learn the lessons. But this is all about the 3D world right now. This is the world we live in. Dreams. Crazy about these dreams. I meant to mention that earlier. There's been dreams. The divine masculine has been dreaming. The divine feminine has been dreaming primarily of each other. It happened last evening. You are in the 5th dimension dreaming, and you don't even know it. Sometimes when you get into that state, you don't even know that you're dreaming of each other in that higher elevation. But there was absolutely dreams last night. And sometimes these dreams, you know that this is your eternal love, but you can't recognize their face. That's definitely your divine masculine or your divine feminine. Sometimes they just come in different forms, right? But there was absolute dreams going on last night, for sure. Absolutely 100%. Passion. I love this card. This divine masculine energy has the utmost passion for his divine feminine. You share passion. You're passionate about the same things in life. You're passionate, I'll just pull it out there, about children. You're passionate about animals. You're passionate about each other. Your love is passionate. Your kisses are passionate. Your friendship is passionate. Everything about this journey is, you two are passionate. You have the same passions in life. You're very passionate. Very passionate people. Some of these divine masculines are humanitarians, and they don't even know it. And you're very, very passionate. Mr. Stompy's home. My son. We're 6'1", he's 135 pounds. He sure is loud. Okay, so I'm gonna call out to my guardian angels about what the overall outcome is as of now. While I'm waiting for these cards, remember the rain, please. I cannot. No. One card, please. Unreal. Okay. Love lions. Okay, so as you know, many of you know, these can't be cheated. Daydreaming, dreaming, same diff. Um, you know, this is kind of what's going on right now. I feel like there's a lot of daydreaming going on. It's primarily the daydreaming, when I was channeling this morning in my journal, was you're dreaming of the life you have together. You're envisioning, each other, being in each other's company, you know, just might sound corny, but I'm saying it anyway. Cooking dinner together, having a glass of wine together, just being together with zero interference and just sharing the love with each other, the love that you have with each other, and just, doing the things the passionate things that you want to do. Maybe it is, helping animals or helping children or whatever it may be. You're daydreaming of a life, of what you are going to be doing with each other, walking in the beach, holding hands, having picnics, whatever it may be. There's daydreaming going on. 5D connection, I just mentioned this. This is absolutely, you were in 5D last night. There's no cheating this. You are, 5D is exactly what it is. It's the unconditional love, unconditional forgiveness. Once you get to that meditative state of unconditional love and unconditional forgiveness, you ascend to the 5D. It happens naturally. And with my new channel, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to help you get to that fifth dimension. I'm going to create meditation videos and get you there. It's not an easy feat by any stretch of the means. But once, you get there, you get there. And 5D is also telepathic, energy frequency. You can hear the thoughts of each other when you're in that fifth dimension, right? And the fifth dimension is about unconditional love and unconditional forgiveness. And I feel that many of you are getting there. That's why this card came out. This card came out yesterday as well. Summer. Very important message. Again, what resonates, what doesn't. A couple of things going on with the summer card here. It's summer in Australia. I have many viewers in Australia. When I always say there's a long-term commitment coming in the winter, I live in Canada. Long-term commitment coming for you, or anything in the summer, some form of activity or attraction or whatever is happening in the summer for you. Viewers in Australia, New Zealand, this is your card. Another thing with the summer card is some of you went into separation in the summer in this collective group. Thirdly, a lot of you awakened in the summer, and that heart chakra opened up in the summertime. And this is just not a constant reminder, but this is just a reminder that there was a lot of traction in this collective group in the summer, whether it be separation, whether it be awakening, whether it be chakras opening up, or whether it be for all of you viewers and subs in Australia and New Zealand. The summer is meant for you. And just a reminder, please folks, manifest rain. Sorry, I don't want to beat a dead horse here, but I have the Courage card here. I love this card. I love this card so much. Courage. What can I say about this card? But there's not much to say. A lot of this journey, it's both sides. There's fear associated with the journey. There's fear of letting go. There's fear of commitment. The divine masculine energy runs out of fear because of the reluctance of facing those wounds and doing what's necessary, and the intensity of the emotion. There's fear on both sides, so what I feel is the courage on both sides. The courage for the divine feminine energy because you've let go and you're moving on. And you have that courage to let go, which is absolutely phenomenal. And I'm absolutely, utterly proud of the feminine energy for doing that. And when you do that, you change that shift in energy. You balance, you restore, you have harmony. And because you do that, that translates to the divine masculine energy. And then they have the courage. So this is such a significant card, the courage. Both energies are getting the courage. This is a messed up journey. It primarily stems around fear of the unknown, fear of so many things. But both of you are getting that courage, and you're restoring that balance within yourself, and you're killing that fear within. And it's absolutely phenomenal, and I love it so much. And ironically, this card was right here. I'm going to show it to you. Face up, right? So, yeah, so I'm going to do 4 messages of if the DM could say anything to the DF, what would he say? What's in the heart space as of now? And shuffle these cards. I perfected that skill when I was 10. I guess it was always meant to be. So I'm going to call out to my guardian angels for 4 cards, please. I love it. 3 cards, please. Oh. Okay, 1 card, please. I cannot believe this stuff. Excuse me. Pretty much the daydreaming, the dreaming. I have the desire of to see the world with you. That's what I was saying, the passion. You're both passionate about the same things. This divine masculine wants to see the world with you. This is, this is amazing. I love it so much. It resonates with all the other cards. They absolutely want to see the world with you. They're just doing what's necessary in order to move forward. No interference, right? You never leave my thoughts. Again, both, but the divine masculine wants to let the divine feminine know that you never leave their thoughts. They are in a state of unconditional love and unconditional forgiveness, and everything they do with healthy boundaries, and you never leave their thoughts. Absolutely love it so much. You scare the shit out of me. That's what I was just saying about the courage card, and this stuff cannot be cheated. You did, honestly, divine feminine scare the shit out of the divine masculine. And primarily the reason is the intensity of the emotion that they felt. The truth card came out earlier as well. Truth, courage, all of that good things. Great things. But, masculine energy, that's the whole thing of the journey as well. The masculine energy has to take some form of feminine energy as well. There has to be that balance of both. And at the beginning, they could not take the intensity. It was seen as a form of weakness. Feeling that intensity of that attraction, that love at first sight, all of this stuff. Scared them. And it might have scared you too, DFs. But it did scare them. And primarily that's why they run. They're just not ready. They're not ready for that type of intensity. They're not ready to have those wounds opened up, and they're not ready to look at their, look at their life. And basically, you've kind of forced that. Again, connect with me in the 5D. Right here, 5D. Can you hear that stomping? Connect with me in the 5D. So that's exactly what it is. Connect with me in the 5D. So, connect, get to the state of unconditional love, unconditional forgiveness, get to all good things. Your DM wants you to connect in the 5D, and you know what the 5D means, right? Getting to that unconditional love and unconditional forgiveness. He wants you to connect. And I feel like many of you do. And when you do, and you truly connect, you will have a sense of, enlightenment in your heart. If you've been there, you know what I'm talking about, so connect in the 5D. Excellent. Love it so much. Gosh, that child, he's so stompy. Okay, I'm going to call out to my guardian angels for animal spirit cards, and divine feminine always first. If 1 card falls out, then I'll take it. They're hard to work with, so if one flips face up this way, I will take it. I'm going to call out to my guardian angels. Peacock Spirit here. Divine Masculine energy. Peacock makes me laugh. Okay, Divine Masculine energy. Guardian Angels, please. Just two cards. Too many. Sorry. One or whatever card. Two. Sorry, folks. It's going to be a good message. Divine Masculines. Pay attention to this. Thank you. Okay. Sandpiper Spirit. Be playful. Alright. So, we have Peacock Spirit. Let It Shine. Number 46. Whether 4 or 6 means something to you. 4 and 6, 10. Whatever it may be. But let it shine. I see a little crown. See this little crown? Divine Feminines, your queens, your princesses, and your goddesses. You've got your crown on. You're doing great. You're doing amazing. So that's number 46. Let it shine. And you are shining. I feel that energy. When is the last time you shook a tail feather and shined your light for all to see? Within each of us is Peacock Spirit, yearning for expression, and you are called now to show the world the gorgeous creature you are. For you are a manifestation of spirit. Come out from the shadows, Peacock Spirit says, and show your true colors, so that others may be inspired to express their own exquisiteness. Dance as if you remember that you are made of stardust and grace, filled with a life force energy and sparkling light. You are a channel for divine love, and your dance is of one of a kind. Catch the light and help it to shimmer, and dance in celebration of your good fortune of being right there, right now. Spirit wants you to know, be joyful, so that others may get up and dance along with you. Absolutely love it so much. Dance in your light, and yeah, I love it. It's so nice. This is a kind of an obscure looking bird. So it's Sandpiper Spirit. Be playful, number 51. 501 or 501 is 6. Be playful. The sandpipers are like cute little clowns. Sorry. Poking their beaks into the sand before darting off to chase the waves. The appearance of Sandpiper Spirit is a sign that now is a time to engage your playfulness. Whatever tasks you have before you, perform them with lightness of being. Explore the familiar, discovering the new in the old. Who knows what treasures await you when you let yourself laugh and have fun. Sandpiper Spirit, happy and curious nature can help you feel rejuvenated as you remember your ability to run and fly and dance playfully. Love it. Both of these kind of are like sync, you know. You guys are like, both energies are doing great, and there's a sense of playfulness and the sense of joyfulness today, and that's exactly what I said earlier. You're doing the work. Today's a great day. Again, thank you all so much for the likes, the subs, the comments, the emails, and you know, if this resonates, thumbs up, like the video, subscribe, and thank you so much. I love you all so much, and have a super day, folks.